Last time on What If Goku Was in the Avatar World. Our heroes fought against Frieza, who was able to transform. All our heroes, including Nail, took turns fighting Frieza. Nail managed to force Frieza to transform, while Azula did actually the same, and she almost beat Frieza. Frieza, he still had some power left and ultimately beat Azula, while at the same time killing several of our heroes. Vegeta, Dende and Toph, they didn't make it out alive. Azula wasn't strong enough, and once Toph died, not only did it trigger Goku's Super Saiyan transformation for the second time, but also the Super Saiyan transformation of Gohan and Lin. The kids, they went for the kill. And our heroes left planet Namek exhausted, confused, and with a lot of stuff to think about. What will happen next? Find out in this part of What If Goku Was in the Avatar World. What if Goku was in the Avatar World? Our heroes approached an unknown planet, which we know as Planet Yardrat. The heroes, they were received in a friendly manner by the Yardratians and started to stay there for a while. Goku, he would still learn the teleportation, but have a better access to it. Now he could be able to teleport even with the faintest key sign. Moreover, he would have a better access to Super Saiyan just like in OTL. But he would not be able to learn another new skill. Instead, he would use also some part of his time to help the kids to gain better control over Super Saiyan. And they would manage to do so. As for special techniques, I can imagine that someone like Lin would go for gigantification, while Gohan would choose cloning. Katara would be able to focus totally on forced spirit fission, given the fact that it would be very close to bloodbending in a way, while Azula would also learn the teleportation. Azula, she would also get a special training by Paibara in order to get a much calmer ki. She would then be able to go up to Kaioken times 20. Kago would have to start somewhere. He had no experience whatsoever and would also choose teleportation as special technique, although it would be a very weak form. Aang would get a special training as well. He would now be able to access higher multiplier of his avatar states, times hundreds. Moreover, someone like Aang, the Avatar, who masters all four elements and now also ki energy, would be able to learn all the techniques of Yardrat, especially after being told what spirit control was by Paibara. Remember that the spirit control is the technique which allows the Yardratians to use the other techniques. Now let's go back on King Kai's planet. In there we would see Toph, and she would join Sokka and Suki in their training. Suki and Sokka would approach the Kaioken times 20 and Toph would manage to pull out the Kaioken times 5, but be able to mix it with a gravity bending. Through King Kai, our heroes would remain in touch with Namek and Nail, and ask him to wish back for everyone killed under Frieza. Toph would of course refuse being revived due to her training on King Kai's. But Vegeta, he would be brought back to life, and he would be sent to Yardrat by the second wish. Actually, it was Aang's idea to do that, because Aang motivated Goku to know more about his Saiyan heritage, and someone like Vegeta, who was after all the Prince of all Saiyans, would be able to explain him a lot of things about the Saiyans. Look, Goku, I'm the only air nomad left. While you may still have the chance to interact with someone who is also a Saiyan. Your brother is already dead and I don't think we will bring him ever back. So try to understand your origins, Goku. Vegeta, he may not be the best person out there, but he helped us in a way. And if I were you, I would grab that opportunity to learn more about myself. I know what you mean, Aang, but I'm a Saiyan, raised on Earth and trained by the Benders. Yes, Goku, but don't suppress your real origins. Okay? Goku and Aang, they nodded. And they understood each other what was said. However, Goku was not that curious about his origins, but he would try to at least get the hang of it. The third wish would be used by Nail to restore the damage done on planet Namek, which in this alternate history here would not be destroyed. After that, and when our heroes got almost back to planet Earth, they would ask Nail to wish for Sokka, Suki and Toph back. Vegeta in the meantime, he got closer to our heroes. Yes, he would train a lot with Goku, he would ask him how to achieve the Super Saiyan state, and sometimes Vegeta would also tell Goku stuff about the Saiyans, but more in this passive way. Not in that way that Goku would ask him about stuff, but just Vegeta making his comments about how Saiyan nature is, how Saiyans actually are, what their culture was, and so on. There is, however, one person that would get more attention from Vegeta, and that would be Azula. He would be very close to her, and I will later on explain how. Our heroes, they experienced an important change. Now, whenever a danger would arise, or some damage would be done, they would now not try to toy around with the enemy. They would instead try to solve or fix the problem. And I know, killing is not the solution, violence is not the solution, but in this case, yeah, they would also try to go for the kill immediately. Goku had an important conversation with Toph. Toph, I'm so sorry, I wasn't quick enough. I won't let this ever happen again, said Goku. Quit whining. Next time I will be able to defend myself, laughed Toph. She was not showing her true emotions, of course, because she's Toph after all. But she felt very happy and delighted that Goku had some change going on. Yes guys, Goku matures in this scenario much more, and for good reasons. Now coming back to Vegeta and Azula, both of them, they would stay in the palace of Fire Lord Zuko. Due to the status of Vegeta as a prince, this would not pose a problem, and while he despises weaklings, he would have a certain respect for Zuko as the Fire Lord, and also of course for Azula. And yeah, it would also go even further than just respect, because Azula would be a match in terms of power and strength for Vegeta. She was a tough and strong woman, just as the Saiyans liked. And as a result, both would form some type of relationship. One that would grow stronger over time, and right now both would like to have their space, actually have more space than time together, but when they are together they would have very productive training going on. Vegeta would even be open enough to at least teach Azula his technique, the Power Ball. However, instead of using it for an Ozaru transformation, Azula, she would repurpose it to strengthen her firebending skill, and with that her power as well. Things they would take a big turn when King Kai contacted Goku and gave an important message.
Goku, Nail and planet Namek have been destroyed by none other than King Cold. He's heading towards Earth.
What? Who is King Cold?
The father of Frieza, Goku.
And he's heading here on Earth?
Yes, Goku, you have to act fast.
I have to find everyone now, and we must of course also revive Nail and Namek somehow. Goku told Aang about it, and they took the new Dragon Balls which Aang was able to create. They were weak, but good enough to bring Nail on Earth, and with that his Dragon Balls of Namek as well. The other Namekians, they would be revived once more, and this time Aang would offer them to stay on Earth, stating how Cargo liked Earth and adapted well, but how he also missed them there. You can just stay on the former lands of the Nomad tribes. I know that it will take you a lot of time to integrate, but with us Benders, non-Benders and even Saiyans on your side, you won't have nothing to worry about. The Namekians, they were not that skeptical, and they thought yes, they should give it a try. And they started to populate these abandoned places of the former air nomads. Aang, he was somehow happy about it because he felt an inner peace coming from the Namekians. The Namekians and the air nomads, they had several things in common, and he liked their peaceful nature. Aang was happy to see some type of life going on in the former air nomad lands. Cargo grew to become the new apprentice of Nail, and both they would train together and become much stronger. Suddenly a huge spaceship lands on Earth, and many foot soldiers are sent all over Earth, and they are met by our heroes and their allies, be it Zuko, the Kyoshi warriors, the students of Toph, the White Lotus movement, the Namekians. King Cold, he was surprised to see that all of his soldiers were beaten, and he stepped on the ground. He was observing everything.
So, this is the planet of the Benders. Oh, and the new adoptive home planet of these filthy monkeys. Are you enjoying your stay here, Prince?
King Cold mocked Vegeta, got angry, and he transformed into his Super Saiyan state. Vegeta went all in and fought against King Cold and almost beat him. If I cannot kill Frieza, then at least I will kill you. You're the second best option to kill. However, King Cold had still some more transformations which he could use, and this would be problematic for Vegeta, to say the least.
Oh, I never thought that I would have to show anyone this state. Even Frieza barely saw it, so feel happy about it, Prince.
Vegeta, he just let it happen, because he's Vegeta after all. But suddenly a mysterious young man with black short hair, a Fire Nation uniform and a face somewhat similar to Vegeta arrived at the place. This man suddenly threw an energy ball up to the sky, and it transformed also into a Super Saiyan. Vegeta got angry, but this mysterious man knocked Vegeta aside and told our heroes to step aside. Burning attack! A huge flame followed by weird hand moves hit King Cold, who experienced a painful death in the flames of this man's attack. Who is this man? Is he someone who will help our heroes? Or is he actually someone who will end up dooming them all? And that's where we leave it for now.